Alright guys, welcome to Forged in the Verse. In this show we take the best content from social media, Reddit and YouTube and bring it all together for your Star Citizen absorbing needs. This used to be called the Lighter Star Citizen News, but I thought it deserved a little rework and polish, as it's definitely going to become a mainstay of the channel. So welcome to Tier 1, I guess. Let's do a little giveaway. We are giving away one of these Argo patch bundles, specifically this golden looking one right here. Seen somebody with this armour on the other day, absolutely fire. To enter, all you need to do is answer the question, which two ships in the game would you love to see a head-to-head between? We'll be starting a series soon called Flight Club that will explore exactly this. So we're looking for some ideas for pretty well matched ships that you think will be interesting to see take each other on. And that includes everything: cargo capacity, combat, defensibility, racing, everything. The first one we'll be doing is the Taurus versus the Corsair. That should be with you momentarily. Anyway, with all that out of the way, let's get on with the show. First up on Reddit, we've got this from OtherAdam. Nothing special really, just the most civilized space game in the entirety of human history. Let this stand as a testament to the lengths that humans will persevere and tolerate each other's existence if there's even the slightest chance of a few skins on the line. These are my people right here. There's a freaking Idris there. That guy could just roll up irregardless of these insects and take all that cargo. I mean, they have after all paid real money for that privilege, right? But nah, they're just chilling. It has been a pretty strained event, but hopefully everyone's found their groove by this point and is managing to carve a path to those skins now. This sort of behaviour, although unfortunate that it's even necessary, it almost brings a tear to your eye. It reminds me of those friendly Jumptown days, where the community would all just gather up peacefully to smuggle drugs. Yay. Next up was the resource drive rewards that should have been. These were made by Daft Digit, just as a this would have been a cool reward sort of post. I don't know if he's just trying to depress me, but yeah, these would have been a great idea to add to the game. No doubt CIG will get around to this though. I mean, if you put a 10 pack of digital camo max lift in that store, there's likely to be yet another audible pop as some of the capital teleports from my ownership to Mr. Roberts. Great idea, Daft Digit, that black one especially, dude. Oh my god. Next up is this browser game from Belkane91. This was an entry for the ship Showdown, and it's just a pretty simple 2D Polaris game. And leaving aside that somebody's finished a Star Citizen game before CIG has, this is a crazy little thing to have just whipped up over a weekend. Like, who even does that? It just runs in your browser, it's got torps and lasers and cannons, pretty cool stuff. I think what I'll do next episode is I'll just make a big fat ship Showdown episode. That'll be pretty cool. Get to see everyone's freaking carrot crispy cakes and cutter candles or whatever. Should be cool. This is awesome, Belkane, nice work dude. As usual, all links to everything will be below. He a little confused, but he's got the spirit. A Lego Hawk by Cry. Now, correct me if I'm wrong on this one, but I think this is some sort of render. Like there's a program out there that lets you build Lego in a virtual environment maybe, or it's all been done in Blender. I don't think that detracts from the build in any way. In fact, for all I know, it could make it even harder to accomplish. Either way, it's all hard work and thought process. Plus, think of the money you'd save. Love this concept, love the Hawk. This one's right up my street, to be honest. I've seen enough of these now that I'm at the point where I might have to start seriously thinking about researching this stuff. Not for the videos, no, not so I know what I'm talking about. That would be far too useful. I just mean so I can get my hands on one. Possibly even build it myself. I've got a spot right here that a Lego Hawk would be perfect for. If I concentrate hard enough, I think I can hear the sleigh bells jingling. Awesome work, Cry. This is cooler than a polar bear's toenails, bro. How to Bring Down a Capital Ship by CatAids69. Okay.
Right. Okay, fire! beautiful. Get it, boys!
So we've got 3, I think, torpedo launch capable ships, probably Eclipses, and they appear to sync up for launch timing. They are all between 3 and 4 kilometers and all firing 3 torps at the same time. This, ladies and gentlemen, is how the West was won. It's just a shame that these once powerful and respected ships are now single-fire disposable paper planes, cause ain't nobody paying to rearm those bad boys. I would rather wait a whole real-time day than be extorted by these 30th century arms dealers. Cool vid guys, great to see how it's done, and that it definitely pays off if you can get the right ships and crew for the job. Cruise economics. Yep, I see no problem with this image. Just a galaxy full of absolute crusaders. God, I'm good. Blessed be the bottle, for it doth fizz eternal. Okay, this guy's went and redesigned the recreational space in the MSR. And wow, what a massive change. Essentially, I think the main difference is that big window going along the back wall, but it just changes the whole room. I'm not sure how close this room actually is to the outer hull, obviously, but to be honest, I would see mountains moved to see this become a reality. Like in a lot of ships, not just the MSR. I know we're in a spaceship and that comes with an inherent claustrophobia, but come on, it's the future. Let me see the stars and stuff. Maybe this is an idea for a platinum pass on ships. And I just had a terrifying premonition. Take the customization options for the 300 series, apply it to all ships, and then add windows to the list of things you can add or remove. Yeah. We are going to be getting milked for years, guys. I mean, maybe if you could, like, tint the glass any colour you like. Anyway, nice work on this, Witty Room 3311. Okay, last one from Reddit is just a small tip. I never knew this, so for some reason that makes me automatically assume everyone else is as ignorant as me. But according to Dr. Zhao, double-clicking cargo boxes detaches them? That's all. I was probably more impressed than that than I should have been, but every little edge counts in this economy. Okay, we're off to YouTube land now, where that one guy, Habrac, has been spamming us all with these community posts. Now, obviously these are AI generated, and I know there's a subsection of people out there that have already developed a deep mistrust for our silicon-based overlords, but this one gets a pass, based on how imaginative these are and have been. I see them and I just think, we are freaking cooked. But this guy's prompt game must be absolutely on point. Some of these were to promote his giveaways. There was a Prowler one and an Intrepid one, and this one is just the best thing I think I've ever seen with mortal eyes. Just had to mention these because they're so cool. The first video we have is one from Lord Vader on pills, and it's a guide for how to find the best components for your ships. So which NPC ships, locations and missions, you might find them all in. There's loads of info in here that will get your build in tip-top shape, and there's loads of other guides on this guy's channel that are very useful as well, including how to get size 5 attritions to go along with your shiny new components. Everything is clear and well presented, definitely a channel to get subbed up on if you're sick of paying scalpers in global chat. Again, all links below. Thank you Lord Vader for letting me share this here, dude. Next up, we have a 1.6 million an hour trading route from Minman. This is a Pyro to Stanton cargo run that requires a pretty hefty ship. The bigger, the better obviously. The buy-in for a C2 is a little over 1.4 million. You're making about 650k a run, and that's around every 23 minutes. I haven't tried this myself, but I can tell it's a solid route and there's plenty of redundancy built in there, you know, with secondary places to buy and sell, etc. Great video, really well thought out with loads of little bits of additional info you won't want to miss. If you'd like to know the optimal routes and stuff, you'll have to follow the link for the full guide. I know there are a lot of quick money guides out there that are, let's face it, pretty bullshit and fall flat once you start crunching the numbers, or they forget to mention critical things like you can only do the run once and then it doesn't restock for hours. This isn't one of those. It's just a hardcore cargo route optimised to death. And those little tips are totally the key. Appreciate the work Minman, this is excellent stuff. 3.5 hours of space western music and Firefly vibes by Fillion Blaze. This is exactly the sound I've been trying to build a few Star Citizen playlists around. That Firefly sort of StarCraft acoustic Outback theme. It's just perfect. This guy has cracked it. Obviously, there's not much I can do here other than give you a small taste. I mean, it's like Pyro in a nutshell. Exploring outposts, getting into some mix-ups over some high-value cargo, having a minor altercation, and escaping with the skin of your teeth, and then doing it all over again. It's perfect. Perfectly executed, dude. This video by Meridan. Sorry if I've butchered that name, dude. It's essentially a Wicklow Paints showcase, but this is so much more than that. As you can see, it takes the already exquisite Wicklow paints and puts them on steroids, basically. A truly staggering cinematic experience. I'm not exaggerating, this is phenomenal. The music is perfect, like it genuinely doesn't get any better than this. And it's doing pretty well for views and stuff, but it needs more, obviously. Like, it's, as far as I'm concerned, this should be enforced watching for anyone with a RSI account. Or a YouTube account. In fact, a life account. This is not to be missed sort of stuff. All the best, Meridan. Already looking forward to more of this stuff, dude. I mean, if you want, that is. You don't have to, but if you do, that would be cool. But no pressure. Do it. Okay, last up is this from Nova Citizens. It's a very highly intricate and well-researched breakdown of a lot of recent shield changes on the surface. But underneath, it's highlighting a whole phase shift for the way the game operates and is played in relation to combat. It encompasses everything really, modifications to maneuvering speeds, component health, ammo capacity, shield recovery, and attempts to paint a picture of what we're aiming for in regards to ship survivability. Very illuminating stuff. Came away with a sense of how role separation was starting to show itself between the ships, and how we might see larger ships have a chance against the light fighter meta. This channel has been on fire recently, and there's been a few videos this guy's put out since this video that are doing a lot of the same thing. Overarching top-down views on where CIG is heading with the way things are being deployed. Honestly fascinating stuff. And that's all we've got time for, I'm afraid. I've slimmed this show down to be solely about community-made content, so it's a bit shorter and will happen more often. The news section is gone, it's going to be solely in the Red Report videos. Be sure to enter the competition by telling me what 2 ships you'd like to see in a face-off. Thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you again sometime. 07 guys. Wait. We have one more last minute addition.
The concept is simple. I put a bounty on myself, and the winner wins a ship worth $125. It's a much more fun way to do a ship giveaway. We made Imperium Park on Crusader our home, and prepped the battlefield with some toys to lean the fight in our favor. And you know Force Science never forgets the bomb traps.
This was an event that I mentioned in a previous video, being run by Force Science. You seen there, you could win a raft, all you had to do is kill the guy. So he put up a video of the aftermath. I missed it unfortunately, but this looked like it was an absolute riot. Definitely doesn't look like it would be an easy task, put it that way. But my god, some of these shots are just beautiful. These events get run all the time, so if that's of interest to you, there will be a link below. But as you can see, you're going to need to either be really sneaky or well coordinated, because these guys aren't fucking around. But in my opinion, this is such an amazing way to do a giveaway. Takes the random element of chance out of the picture, the RNG, and just adds a bit of skill into it. Don't get me wrong, there's still probably plenty of luck involved if you survive that, but, you know, a little bit good piloting skills, a little bit good FPS skills, and, you know, you could be rewarded for your tenacity. Thanks for letting me share this, guys. This is a great little project to be out in the community. Okay, I'm definitely done this time. 07 motherfuckers.
Oh, smoke that fool. Come get some.